Thank you everybody who is joining. We are very grateful that all of you are joining at this time. God bless you immensely. This video is going to be very brief. We will start by addressing the situation in Bisongabang before we go to the issues surrounding the EU, the controversy. And we will end, of course, at that juncture. And I want to thank all of you who are joining, and to let you know that it is my tradition to always call to verify. I hope it's very clear. I don't know, like somewhere that is not very okay. I'm sure you can manage the video. So share to all the platforms. There's no chamber. Copy the link and put to all WhatsApp groups. Because I want all Ambazonians to watch this show today. We want to remain very focused on the point. And we also want to thank Ashu Kingsley and Sikot Judson who joined me, and Ashu Kingsley and I. And of course, we spoke with General Ayeke again today to continuously. We understand that many people have expressed concerns. So please share to all the various groups that you belong to. Yeah, I noticed that myself. My camera is dull. I cannot adjust it now because I'm already live. I'm going to you manage the show today, so we are somewhere that is very tight, you know. We want to thank you guys for the support, the encouragement, and we're going to find a special time to make a thank you video for all our followers on National Telegraph. You know, National Telegraph is very different from Eric Tataw, and we have made considerable strides at the National Telegraph. We have had very top recognitions that we are going to announce to the Ambazonian people. We think that it is due to their support that we have had this recognition. Now, the headline of this live show, the caption of this video, if you like to put it that way, is very simple: that Ambazonians still have hope in the EU. Because I want to explain to us experimentally, with empirical evidence, the necessity to remain very committed to the United Nations agenda, to the European Union agenda, to the United States agenda. All of these people, they are the people who are going to help us get our independence. You should understand that the Francophones, what they call the Brigade Anti-Sardina, I have been with a lot of them in various meetings, and they are playing a very strong role. I just spoke to a few of them as well. I want you all to listen very attentively. I am one man who would never go on social media and insult somebody's physique or physiognomy. Although I am a very well-formed human being by God, but we have noticed over time that some people take delight in insulting people's like personal issues that are not related to the revolution. You see, in my last video, I was very clear about my intention to deport one of our brothers. I still call him one of our brothers, and I have not withdrawn that thought. But I understand that he thinks that by some way, when he says those things he's saying, people will think that, oh, maybe that thing Eric Tataw the talk, maybe not just bluff. But yesterday, I've spoken with Yannick, and I want to be very clear with every Ambazonian who is watching me at this moment, that should I do something to that young man that will cause him to be jailed here or to be deported, nobody should tell me I'm wicked. Because I think I have been a very civil human being, very civil in this revolution. I've talked on the facts of thievery. I'm not insulting people. But if you try to always attach things that are not part of me, I laugh, because I have the key to his freedom in this country. And I want to sound this other very clear warning. I'll be in Chicago again in the coming weeks. And I'm going to call a couple of people, and I want to thank one of our brothers from Limbe who called me to ask me to play my cam. You know, I will not have time to come and talk about people who have failed in life and who are hanging their frustration based on the fact that probably God has given your own turn to shine and you are managing your own turn judiciously. Like somebody's just writing here that let's stay focused. We are going to be very focused if we eliminate the enemies. And part of my priority is to ensure that I get this done. You see, I do not want to talk about issues that are very personal. I think Ambazonians know. That is why you see they are no longer talking about my job, my nationality, because I brought out all those documents, and they are not being able to bring theirs. I will not, as I said, I'm not going to talk about that young man, call his name like I promised. I'm going to stay on the facts, but I'll be paying another trip to the pizza house in California, and I already spoke with Yannick that he intervened and softened my heart, and we will have the immigration to be hearing things going forward. This is not a joke. I don't mince my word. I'll be contacting the FBI, and I want Ambazonians to know that I don't want nobody to tell me, oh, Eric, you're wicked. Why did you do this to that? And Jesus Christ, today is Good Friday, you know, and Lord God is aware of my decision. I'm one man who is very forgiving, but I'm also very stern when it comes to the things I decide to do. And I will treat him. And I want you people to remember today, and I don't want no Ambazonian to tell me, why did you do this? Because when he's doing those things he's doing and thinking that it's a joke, some people think, to me, I don't joke. There's a line that even my wife doesn't cross, my mother doesn't cross, my kid brother doesn't cross, nobody doesn't cross the line. And that line is the line of mutual respect. If I'm bad about a particular issue that's at stake, tell me about the fact that, you know, you stole money in this revolution. I'm going to answer if I stole or not, like I've answered a couple of people, because of course everybody knows that when it comes to money, there is one activity that has put transparency, and this platform is that one platform. So I just want to explain this for everybody to understand. Going forward, I've read the comment from my chairman, Solomon Amambo, who said we should not bring in General Ayeke to video. That's very true. It's very important. But Ayeke said he's going to do one last video about what the ADF people did, because he said that the ADF people are trying to antagonize him with Ambazonians because Ambazonians know that Ambazonians don't like ADF, and ADF wants to make him isolated. So I spoke with Ashu Kingsley and Sikot. It was Ayeke who called me while I was on phone with Ashu Kingsley. And we are mobilizing to assist him. Sikot joined us from Momo County for other strategic things. And he has said it very clearly that the only first time he ever intervened in a matter that concerned the Red Dragon and ADF, because ADF has never fought in the BLM, was when the ADF came to Besali. Besali is a village in the BLM, and then they stole from the Besali market. They destroyed people's properties, and they went there to intervene. So that's what he told me. Ashu Kingsley is a witness. Yannick Judson is a witness. We're on a conference call, 4 of us. And so, going forward, I want to concentrate. Ayeke is doing well, and I want to beg Secretary Chris Anu to stop conspiracy theories and leave the BLM people. He's communication secretary for IG, not for the BLM. He should desist from trying to manage everything. We activists, we can talk on wide range of things, but he should stay close to the facts that the IG have available for them. Because I can say authoritatively that one of the problems that the BLM has, and I'm not be scared of any BLM man to say it, is because Secretary Chris Anu is trying to play some games that we don't like. And we want very clear. Nelson Ocheba, forget about what you saw in the video about Ayeke drinking with the ADF. Those things, the explanation to those things, they are mopped up, and you can know all of those things. So I want everybody to stay very committed. I have the responsibility to tell you the truth anytime. We don't want any politics in the BLM. The BLM people, you are the best. We love you, and we're fighting hard. I've not spoken to Field Marshal, but I've pressed down on Ayeke to let him know that he has to respect Field Marshal and the BLM people, because Ayeke is the one that has shown a lot of fury, and it was my place to try to solve that problem. So please stay committed. The BLM, your county has to remain intact. So there is not there are no factions in the BLM. They had an issue. It's the same thing that's happening in Bisongabang and Chang. We're going to solve the problems. I want to tell the Bisongabang people that you have to stay away from the attitude that we have just listened to from that audio, because we know what is going on, and the Chang people will not attack the Bisongabang people, because that's what the military wants, and that is never going to happen in Manu. There are a lot of problems everywhere. I solved the problem to Darang Bambili. We also want to thank the fighters who, or the people, let me not put fighters, the people who released the principal of GBSS in Gomram. I've been informed by somebody that she's been released, and we condemn the fact that they took ransom from her. I heard that ransom was paid, and the family is not happy about that. So now we have over quite a good number watching us, although the show is quite an impromptu. Now I want to go to the crux of the matter, which is the issue of the EU. I just tried to call Micheline. She didn't pick, but she left me a message. I wanted to bring some of the anti-Sardinans to talk, because I've had meetings with them at the Congress and other places. I want you people to know something. I don't hate nobody in this revolution. I just hate people who lie. People who think that, listen, it's so marvelous to see the way people speak lies. It's so, I mean, it's a huge challenge to me. Sometimes I look, I say, wow, these guys are so great liars. They are so good at the way they talk. They lie like, you know, they are so powerful in the way they lie. But the unfortunate thing about them is that the lie has an anti. I am the anti of all the lies they do, because I'll always be here to share. That's why the ADF guys want my neck more than La République du Cameroon does. You know, they want my neck so badly. And because they are trying to subvert our revolution into a personal business. Let me tell you for something, please, listen to me. I want to take a pledge today. If we go to Ambazonia, please, do not vote me into any public office. I will not accept it. Because, you see, the problem is that most of these people, they have positions. Somebody's already thinking that when we have Ambazonia, I'll be chief of staff. I'll be minister of justice. I'll be minister of communication. I'll be delegate of this. That's what they are thinking. So, they are not building capacity. They are not building capacity. They are not building capacity. Because you have to build capacity. I am National Telegraph. So, they think that because they have destroyed their reputation, what I count most, that is an asset. It is my reputation. I will not touch money. I will not lie. I will not support somebody because I want to ensure that I remain very relevant to all of you. You see, to build capacity is one thing they lack. And so they have stayed on the side of telling lies, of ensuring that everything they say is designed to be a lie. I want to repeat it. Do not think of me as, I don't want to be minister of anything in Ambazonia. I am CEO of National Telegraph. Like I said, we'll be announcing some good news on our page that I will announce. I want everybody to join because we have made considerable strides. We have our how they call it, the EIN. One of our mothers called me today when I was somewhere doing something, Mommy Josephine, and she saw a dream and it was just happening that way. Because we have to build capacity. If you don't build capacity, everybody, that's what you should do. If you don't build capacity, you'll be forced to lie. Because to me, I think that this is not about myself. It's about the things that we believe in as people. Now, the EU, I'll come back to talking about building capacity. I called, it is my nature. When they said the US government was withdrawing some number of troops from Cameroon as sanction, I called, and that was not true. Because those were simple troops that were coming back. Each time they go, they have to exchange and they have to come back. It was not any sanction to the government of Mr. Paul Biya. Now, when the Ethiopian airline crashed, I called Ethiopian Airlines. I called Boeing. I called State Department. I can call, their numbers are there. You can call anybody. You can find out. When they suspended Cameroon from the World Trade stuff, I called and they gave me the facts. I called the West Coast family. I called everybody. You can call any office anyway. Their numbers are there. You cannot get them immediately. You can call. Now, so this is what they told me in the EU. And I want to commend the Francophone activists that have been doing a great job. So the EU told me this just because there were a lot that was going on and I had issues trying to restore my WhatsApp, all those things and work and all of those things. So the EU it's the same thing like the Congress. If they have to discuss about Cameroon, they put it on their website like even 1 month before time. So what happened is that the AGC, even Aju Kinsley was saying that he's not Aju Kinsley was remembering when we were discussing that. Hey, he said he saw that announcement. So the EU had put the announcement on their website that on this period, during this period, on this day and this day, they'll be discussing Cameroon. They'll be taking resolutions on Cameroon. That's something that announced like a month or more ago. So what the AGC did is that as soon as they saw that announcement, they announced that they will be at the EU on this same date. That's what they did. But the AGC, the way God operates with that gang, because they are criminals, they are thieves. Just see how they call that young man who went to sell oil, that criminal who went to sell oil, the scammer who killed fighters in Batibo. Just look how he's disgracing himself online. Like somebody just indicated to me, I said, we're going to come live. He's disgracing himself online. Listen, to stay focused, we have to flatten the lies of the ADF. That's the only way Grand Zero is going to have peace. And this is the peace I give you, because they say the truth, only the truth shall set you free. I don't have any problems with anybody. You see, after this live show, I'm still going to make a final challenge to them. I call and find out. Call even the Francophone activists. That thing was there for long, and he even skipped me because I was not even thinking, I didn't know it, but I verified later, and because if I knew it, I would have reported it as a kind of pro news and a pre-event. But now, good, you see people confirming here. So it's been there for a long time because they had put the agenda there. Come to the Congress, if you like, go to any committee, Congress committee. It's like a council session now. That's how it is. Go like the Tinto Council, for example. In those days when we used to cover for councils, go to our law council. When they want to cover council events, the mayor will announce. Council events can be announced like 3 or 4 or 5 weeks. Even regional meetings, you have a date. So the people in that delegation, they know that that meeting is on that date. So the people of the public don't know. Journalists can get information, shared information. The only problem is that I don't know how it skipped me. I didn't get that information. I would have published it first before them. And they will not be able to say they are going to the EU to go and deliberate, because they knew that people didn't know that those resolutions were coming out. So they immediately said that on this date they will be at the EU. That's what they did. Now, This is where God always punishes the ADF, because, you know, that man in Norway is, we learned that he used to be whatever, but I'm not interested about what he used to be. I'm interested about the things he's trying to do to destroy this revolution. So now he was quick. Let me tell you, let me just give you another diagnosis to tell you that the ADF, they're a bunch of thieves and confused scammers. Now, God has a way he operates. God is always great. You know that if the AGC just made a mistake and they wanted something that will help exposing them. Now they put that thing there, that the main thing that they were going to talk about was Maurice Kamto. He was there. Surely they have removed it. It's like CEMAC. When CEMAC is having a meeting, it's not something that you know tomorrow. They announced it like 1 month before, and somebody who can say will be at the CEMAC. If you don't know that CEMAC is having a meeting, that's what's going to happen. So they got that information and they put it out there that, oh, they will be at the EU at this time and stuff and all of those things. Now, the unfortunate thing about it is that if they were intelligent enough, they would have put the date that will be at the EU. They would have put like last week, so that if the resolutions come out this week, people can even think that maybe now, because AGC will go EU last week, now we don't make people don't take this resolution. So the EU cannot sit and take a resolution because even Paul Biya came. Okay, let me give you a simple example. The United Nations summoned an emergency security meeting on Venezuela. Everybody watched it. It was live. That was an emergency meeting. Michael Pence came and talked on behalf of America. People talked. The UK talked. British talked. People talked. Even Cote d'Ivoire, different countries, they talked on that day. And when they talk, they close the session, they have gone. Did you see any resolution on the spot? No. They did not say this is what we have decided, because if they are holding a deliberation on something, a resolution cannot come in immediately. Those are things that they have been deliberating all along that period that they have announced this thing, not because somebody went there. Till today, we have not had resolutions on Venezuela, although United States attended it. So I want Ambazonians to open their eyes. I feel so pity for that man in Norway, because he's disgracing his wife, his family, just lying and making himself so useless like a wreck. That is why I respect Sisiku, Dr. Sako, John Baku, Akwanga. Akwanga went to Ghana. He's one of the first persons to have met J. Rawlings. And when I sent the picture to him, he was shocked because somebody linked me the picture. And he warned me never to put the picture outside until later on, when the thing was materialized, we put the picture outside. The AGC people, how can AGC go to Bosquet or his Basque, as they call that small place like that? I don't know, right? Catalan, Spain is fighting against Catalan. They go to Basque to go and get independence. They put pictures all over. They interview people. Let me tell you something. There is nothing as sacred diplomacy in the EU. When the EU is taking resolution, it's public. When you go there, you snap pictures. When I go to talk to a congressman, I'm not hiding it. When we went to the Congress, you saw even the congressman from Indiana tweeted us. We're on Twitter. He tweeted us. The AGC should just forget it. They cannot do anything. You just waste your time. You show how much of a thief you are by trying to let people know that you are holding a press conference on what? And what's the definition of a press conference? To deceive Ambazonians? You will not have any dollar from any Ambazonian so long as I'm involved in this thing. So, when they saw that, they went there, and then all of that, they came, they say, oh, because of them, that they are there. At least go like 1 or 2 weeks before. Like when we went, take for example, when we went to the senators here, together with CV Bello and the other people, with Mr. Armstrong, all of us who went there, with that Mami went there, we discussed. It was a period of time that we were going there every day. And I came and announced that they have told us that they are going to produce resolutions on this date. And it came out and they mailed it to me. You don't go to, nobody invites you to go to the EU. You apply to go there. The EU will not invite you. They can invite, parliaments can invite people based on that. Why would parliament invite anybody in the agency? Who are they? They invited Bala because Bala had issues to talk about. Tell me that Bala contributed, I will accept. Not AGC. AGC is zero. Baxter Fu Johnson said it. They are criminals. Everybody, there's a leftover that has been dismissed. Either they have stolen money before, they have packed away, and that's why they went there. Now, let me show you a small example that the man in Norway who calls himself president of what is very confused. Look at something. When he saw the resolutions online the same way, you look at the first person who posted the resolution was not even AGC. It was in the Francophone bloggers posted like 5 hours ago before they copied from there. Check in their walls. Go and check the wall of Eric Acha. That was the first person that posted the resolution, screenshot. And Mark Barita took it from there. Check the word of Eric Archer. If you go and there's a resolution, they would have been telling us that, oh, now we are sitting in the UN. You know them, how they break news. And the resolution is coming out, they did not know. And so when they saw it from Eric Archer, from those Francophone bloggers, I didn't know. I first saw it from, is it Kemi Ashu? Yes. I think so. Or Elvis Ben drew my attention to it, one of those people. And I noticed that it was Eric. When I was viewing profiles, the first person, you look at the time on Facebook when he posted, was Eric Archer in UK. That was the first Anglophone who broke that news about the EU resolutions. The first person. Everybody, most likely, knew that hint from there. It's the same like a bush hunter story. I'm the first person who break it because people hinted me. So you cannot know something and you're in the EU and somebody is breaking the news for you. No. When I went to the Congress, I came and said, well, I'm from the Congress because I am in the Congress. Somebody is not supposed to break the news for me. Now, just to tell you that God is always punishing them. Now, that thief, he's a thief because anybody who lies in that manner is a thief. That thief in Norway got up and wrote, Mark published it, God punished it, Mark published and said, the EU resolutions are weak. He condemned it. He called them resolutions. But at the time that he was publishing, they were not resolutions. So his people that were in the AGC that were claiming they were in the meeting, they did not tell him that it was a motion for resolutions. He that is in Norway did not. He called himself that he has sent people to the EU, but he did not even know that the EU was still supposed to sit the next day, which is it was yesterday, to now deliberate on the resolutions. When he saw the proposed resolutions, he did not even read in his head, since they already knew the calendar, they did not know that there was a next day that they will sit. He immediately got up and said, oh, the resolutions have come out. No. By the time that man, that bloodsucker in Norway published those resolutions, they were not resolutions. It was a motion for, it's like in a council, you have what they call subcommittee meetings, where the councillors deliberate a day before the council session. And you cannot come and take a deliberation that is not, a deliberation that has not been promulgated and say it's a resolution. No. From the time he published it and named it resolutions, there was no resolution. So that's only one reason for you people to know that that man is a thief. He's a born thief. Tell him that I said it. My name is Eric Tataw. My name is, because see, let me tell you something. First and foremost, I cannot respect a man who has no good job and he wants to be president of Ambazonia. No. I respect Seseko. I respect Sako. Sako was working before they took him and went and put him there. How was he paying his rent? I cannot respect a man who has been stealing money in the name of the Southern Cameroon, Federal Republic of Southern Cameroon for donkey years, and things that we only have to hold our own IG accountable, but they have never been accounted. They have never accounted their own money. So that's what happened. So when I came live, and they said they called the other man, I think it's my countryman, that he noticed that, hey, there was a problem, and then the Francophone bloggers were posting that they realized and posted that these were resolutions and stuff like that. Fidelis Ambe drew my attention to it. Thank you so much, my brother. And he came and said, no, following what the president said, you know, the EU will sit. So they did not even know anything if those were resolutions or motion for resolutions. So how can you say that you're in the EU and then you don't even know that this thing is a motion? It's there on Mark's wall. You post it, he called it resolutions. Those were not resolutions. Those were the motion that were published because it is public document for deliberation. So you ran to your wall and then you said that, oh, these resolutions are weak, they're hypocritical. They were never resolutions, Mr. President. Mr. President, they were never resolutions, sir. That was a motion. Is there. They wrote it a motion for resolution because your people were not there. Listen, number one, AGC, bring me a letter that you actually was invited. If you were invited, bring letter, number one. Number two, bring us pictures where you were in the hall where they were deliberating. I can show you a picture that I went to the Senate. You can see me there. When Bala was in the parliament, listen, when you say you are going to move a motion for people, you have to talk. We're supposed to see people on video talking to them that this is our problem. We went there. You could see me in the video in the Senate. I spoke. You cannot say that you came to a meeting in DC. You should either be seen where there are participants mixed up together or you are speaking. So how would you go, the AGC, you go to represent us in such an important stuff and you do not even speak for 1 minute. But when we saw you in Spain, you were all over, everywhere, making interviews here. I mean, fake interviews with people who have zero portfolio. Nobody knows them in the world. And when it has come now to the real thing, your president disgrace. I like the way you put disgrace yourselves. I mean, even the spokesman, you don't even know that it was a motion for resolution. They say breaking. They will do 10 breaking news or one story. Breaking. The president has said that resolutions are weak. Breaking. The vice president says that those are not resolutions. Those are motion for resolution. And then you are giving a press conference for something that you know nothing about. Nothing about. I mean, how can you tell me that you come to my house today, want me to take a decision tomorrow? No. Is the EU working for Ambazonian? No, it doesn't work. So we are grateful that they have mentioned us. Our problem is not about Maurice Kamto, and you post saw the resolution. Even when they came out, you see that anybody, any Ambazonian will want disgrace himself, they may take credit for that kind of resolution. Because the resolution not better thing about Ambazonia. It talk about Kamto 99.99%. And now they have sent Kawala to come out here to continue to cement the fact that we are this, we are that, we diaspora. Because now, Kawala was speaking. He saw that T-Bone Nash has appreciated us. He comes to the United States to change the mentality of the United States people about us, diaspora. It's never going to work. It's never going to work. I never called that woman in my show, but she has proven to be beyond useless. She has no use, and we don't want to see her anywhere around Ambazonia. We don't have to talk about our issues. We don't need her to talk about it. And we're going to tell Barrister Bala and the rest who are fighting there for the justice of the people to boycott her. If you see her near anybody who goes near Kawala is also an enemy. So that should be clear and clean. So resolutions from the EU were never in our favor, like somebody is saying. The AGC, you never did anything, you not participate, you not make a single speech. Show me where you were talking in that hall. When I went to this Congress, I spoke. When I went and saw all the congressmen, you saw me with pictures in front of their offices or inside their offices. I was keeping those things. Show me. You can go letter and snap. When you snap, bring us the date. Snap with telegram or they call it telegraph, where they call it, so that it show us the date when you took those pictures. We are not fools. You cannot come and tell, oh, until you are giving press conference. How can you be so useless? Ambazonians are stupid. They are not stupid. My name is Eric Tataw. I know people are looking for me. You want to kill me? Oh, Eric Tataw this. You make all conspiracy theories. I mean, I will never insult you. I will never talk about your head. You are this, you are that. I stay to the point because that is what I'm using in killing you people. There is no more money. Everybody contribute to your counties. That's what is winning the fight. We will help Ayeke. We will help Fimasha. We will restore peace in Lebialem. We are in the process of restoring that peace. So nobody is going to take that away from us. Ayeke has told us in clear terms, and I will officially adopt him as a son of Lebialem, by extension a son of man. We will adopt him and will help him as Amazonians. We will call for restraint. Fimasha, Secretary Chris Anu, will have to, all of us will sit down and will ensure that we put things straight. So let's forget about all these ADF people. Now just they not get nothing to do, so they just feel and say anything. Now they want to oh, State Department this. Go to State Department website. State Department need go find information for AGC. You need find information for any person. Your colleague information, you go she don't work on deliberation. There is nothing with State Department on, because State Department get agencies. FBI the liaise with State Department, CIA the liaise with State Department, all police, all man, even tourism for grant the liaise with State Department. That's why America has one of the strongest foreign policies, especially in Africa. So you know, we'll not be there for here for calm people. They can't make noise. Say, oh, they come out EU. Come out with EU. Show we picture. So you go EU. They talk say they will talk about motion for resolution tomorrow. We don't know. You the EU. You the headquarters of EU. Then they don't finish for do some first deliberations. Okay, tomorrow we are going to hear about this. We don't know. When our president, then number one man for go publish fake news. Say these are the resolutions. I mean, they until now, it's never a war. It be so ashamed. They feel they always confuse people. So that's it. So that was just one thing I wanted to draw your attention to. That even he did not even know him what was going on, because he was never there. Nobody represented him. They are just, you know, they just a part of their propaganda where they continue for do and stuff like that. So that's what people should know about the ADF. They are a group of thieves. They are redundant. Don't contribute any of your dollars to them. Stay focused on your county. Nobody is giving me any money. I don't own any county. Even in Manu, I'm not even a chinda. I don't own no county. I'm not in charge of anything for any county. I don't say any man will go until once now. When you contact me, we'll get straight to the person. For example, the other day Chicago, where was that? Unfortunately, Ashu Kingsley tried to call me, and I don't know if he take the call because Kingsman, don't worry, we'll do special live show. I think maybe tomorrow or Sunday or whatever day about the issue. Good that on I be there. Even Tanga Chiri don't connect to with the Ayeke, he know the facts. So one to say, we not say the secret way ADF we can do and say they want to make sure say me una hate Ayeke, so that when Ayeke become isolated, they will take Ayeke will start go do video for the highway. They succeed for cause confusion between Ayeke and this thing. They were that Ayeke spokeswoman, how far for you? Or Ayeke get a 3 spokesperson. 1 woman, 2 men. Oh God, these guys are so funny. You guys just frustrate these young guys like this. So the agency is not known anywhere. Ayeke told me that the only time they came to BLM was to steal, because that's what they do. In Momo, Sikot will tell you the same thing. They tried to come to Mbeme in my area, and they only came there to steal. And so we are looking at them closely because they will not have any use. Southern Cameroonians, we already have a unified front. We don't need the ADF because they don't exist. What they are doing, they are facilitating the work for Pobia, who is their master. We already have all the leaders coming together, and I want to thank them so much, especially Chairman Evis Kometa, Ntumfo Boherbert, and our IP, Dr. Komisako. I want to thank John Bako, thank Dr. Kwanga, all those people who are in that alliance. God bless you people. Southern Cameroonians, we don't want to see people writing IG versus this. That should be the work of the ADF, not you. Not going to be contradicting, say, IG and the Southern Cameroon Liberation Council, whatever did this. The Southern Cameroon wants to take the place of the IG. No, just leave it. Let's see what they are doing. So long as Dr. Sako is not complaining, you people should leave it. When there's a complaint, we will know. We have a president that is representing us. We have to learn to respect that man. We have a president who is representing us. If there's something is wrong, Dr. Sako is not a puppet. That's why a lot of these people hate him, because they be facing or manipulating. He don't accept. So he don't accept effort. He don't make mistake on my trip to Boya. So we, for the platform, we feel say he look modern for person to make mistake accept, because apart from the fact that some people they be just so dishonest with the attack, we say, oh, you are not very hard on the my trip to Boya stuff. We'll be the hardest when it comes to my trip to Boya. So we know he don't apologize. We accept the apology, because as a president, therefore take all this stuff on you, and going forward we will move from the direction where the people want. So no one people they put where people together say, oh, Dr. Sako, this is IG versus the Southern Liberation Council. No, that ain't for being an agency that work with the said confusion. Una stay very, very committed. Una forget about all the thief where the agency put down. Are they for the platform for una? Una they follow me because una believe say no, if you come for the my platform, we'll get to small children they talk. Children get civility, children be very up, will not be children man they be rowdy. You know, so that is the point. I respect all man. I'm not gonna pour any Ambazonian. I get my free heart at any time. I don't forgive more than 77 times 7. I want to seize the opportunity, say today now happy week, now wonderful day for all man. And as part of my penance, I don't do my own punishment for the bad the way I don't do them. And I use my platform for wish all man happy Easter, and for talk say any man the way, maybe whether you be AGC or you be which group, or if I don't hurt you between all this one and the last minute of this video, I'll be very sorry. But if you hope now say I will apologize, I tell you the truth, I don't ever apologize. But I'll be very seriously sorry for any man where I don't do any bad thing for you. Make you forgive me. I beg me help me God to intervene for make me good thing they come for our life. Or we, as you forgive me, now so God to go forgive you. And I also seize the opportunity for talk say, I don't forgive all man where don't do me bad, because you're not fine for the ask forgiveness when you forgive another person. Even that my brother, where I just remember where he coach me do this, me too, I take the opportunity again for forgive you. But tell you say now last chance this today because na Easter, I always tell Yannick, say I take the opportunity for make this very clear. Say now last chances, and me and Ambazonians they know say if I do something, me man not also are wicked, because I just remember say, hey, I want to do something for that man, but today na Easter, it be very important for we for always forgive persons. About the National AK campaign, I not get any update. I get my reservation about the campaign. I know we talk anything about the campaign now, but any man know what he will do, and I know which decision for make him. Be a very strong advocate for anything will be good for the people. So I not get no story for talk about anything where I not feel motivated about, because now my spirit that I like for be involved very totally in something where I know say every person where they understand say if you make sacrifice because of the thing where you want time. So a lot of us too they make sacrifices, and all man therefore for be very committed. So once more, please, I beg any man way I don't hurt you now. Easter this, forgive me. I want to enjoy Easter fine with your family. They also take happy Easter for all fighters there for down for bush. When enough you go enjoy Easter normally. We also thank all Christians and for all the ecclesiastical province of Bamenda. They talk about the Kumbu diocese, Bamenda Archdiocese, the Metropolitan Archdiocese of Bamenda, the Boya diocese, the Kumba diocese, of course the Manfred diocese, where all they don't celebrate their Christmas. I want also Christmases. I also thank all Reverend Fathers from Southern Cameroon, where they live for the United States and other parts of the world. And for also tell the Liberian people, say, we they with them in this time where they discovered 2 snakes for President George Weah in office. George Weah is one of the finest presidents that will get now for Africa. We pray, may God bless you. May they clear out all the creeping structures, and we'll make more announcements for National Telegraph in the days ahead. Thank you so very much God bless you, and we'll be so happy. And I think based on that, we'll be good to go. We'll be so happy. Say, oh man, they join us at this time. We don't explain to them very carefully. No, we not block no man. Just leave them, you know. Make sure say they express their mind. We'll only block when they be very uncivil. One time they feel cautious, that's fine. We understand the nature of a human being. If other people not cautious, so they spoke and not go fine. They need for cautious you reply, they show they go ahead. You see, so that's what they think of it. A natural being. If you far the fight, far get which problem, far get land, far get house, far get motor, but far they still fight. So what about human beings? So no worry about that one. It be very normal. All man they fight. Even flag where they fly, we join them together and then three, they will fly go jam themselves. Even your house, if you do you want, you put chair. One day you're going to get a focus on chair way. No man not push you. So we have to learn for forgive everybody, and for this time we don't know say we don't decode the lies where AGC don't talk. Forgiving somebody not mean say you're not gonna point the lies away they talk. So we'll be so perplexed and almost disgraced by the lies for the AGC. But may God bless all. Now I want to thank the anti-Sardina for the effort that they put on for push their president Maurice Kamto. We will not get any issue for discuss about federation or any unitary state with Maurice Kamto, but we'll pray for a release and we'll pray for all man where they join with at this time. God bless you and bye for now. Remain blessed and happy Easter. Thank you so much. Well, the news from the EU is that we don't call them and the talk say they will already put that news, that calendar program out there since before the event. So that is the news from the EU. So thank you so much. God bless you and bye for now.